everyone, I'm Kathy from Kathy's Vegan Kitchen, and today we're going to make pickled French fries. Might sound a little odd, but it's one of our favorite things. Paul and I go to Flagstaff in the summertime a lot when it gets really hot because it's cool up there. And there's a restaurant up there called Shift that's one of our favorites. It's a scratch kitchen. They cook everything to order. They have a bunch of vegan options, and their pickled French fries are delicious. They're fried, unfortunately, so we are going to pickle our own French fries, and we are going to bake and air fry them. So I have 2 potatoes that I cut with, I didn't cut, Paul did it for me, with my new French fry cutter, which is kind of fun. You put the potato on and you push it down. I couldn't do it because I'm too short and my counters are too high, so Paul had to do it for me. So unless I have Paul home or I use a shorter table, it wouldn't go well. So I have 2 potatoes here that are cut in regular French fry size. Another thing that I like to do, it's a quick and easy little kitchen hack, is you use an apple cutter to make steak fries. And all you do is you take your potato and you push the apple cutter down and it makes it into equal size steak fries. But we're making regular size fries today and we're gonna pickle them in this jar. So I am going to add these to boiling water, and only for 2 minutes. I want to parboil them real quickly. So I'm going to put them in, and the reason I'm doing this is because I want them to soften up a little bit so they take on the brine that I'm going to make for the pickling. And while those are boiling, I'm taking 2 cups of white vinegar, and I'm going to pour that in a pan with 2 tablespoons of agave nectar. Whoop, that one's full. 2 tablespoons of agave. And if you don't want to use agave, you can use maple syrup, you can use date syrup. It doesn't matter. I just had agave, and apparently I have 1 empty one and 1 full one. This is just lovely. All right, so we're going to put 1 in there. And I'm going to quickly open up my new bottle. These little safety things. How about a knife? That would be good. And we're going to get that off real quick. And put that 2nd tablespoon in. And that boils real quick. So, see how these little fries are doing. We're going to spin these around a little bit. Got about 1 minute left. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain them and place them in this bowl and let them cool a little bit before I put them in the pickling jar. Now, in the meantime, I have a 1/2 cup of dill, stems and all. Doesn't matter. We're going to put that in there because we'd like it to taste like dill. Another quick thing that you can do if you wanted to, if you don't want to make your own pickling brine, if you save pickle juice from a pickle jar, you can do exactly the same thing that I'm doing. Parboil the potatoes for just a couple minutes, and then you put them in the pickle juice and do the exact same thing. Okay, so this is enough. We don't want to get them too soft. We just want them a little porous. So what we're going to do is drain them. And we're going to let them cool in this bowl because you obviously cannot pick them up and put them into the jar when they are hot. I love French fries. I don't know about you guys, but I love French fries. If it was my last meal on earth, I think I'd order French fries. Okay, and let's let those cool. As you can see, my jar got bigger. I had more potatoes than I realized, so I got a bigger jar. So we're going to take the cool, and they don't have to be completely cool, just to the touch French fries. And we're going to put them into the jar. And you're going to take the boiling hot agave mixture with the vinegar, and you're going to pour it over the top while it's hot. Alexa, off. We're going to put the top on. And shake it all about. And all of this brine is going to get soaked up. Now, we want to leave these until they cool completely. And then we're going to put them in the refrigerator overnight before we cook them. So we'll see you tomorrow. The pickled French fries have been inside the refrigerator overnight. And they smell like pickles. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to cook them two different ways. You need to preheat your oven to 425 degrees, or you can cook them in the air fryer at 375 degrees. But I suggest that you preheat your air fryer. I know that sounds weird, but people have difficulties with air fryers because what they do is they cook the first batch and then it heats up the air fryer, and then the second batch doesn't cooks much quicker than the first one. So in order to have everything leveled out and cooked properly, preheat your air fryer. So air fryer 375, oven 425. So we're going to first drain all the good stuff out of here. We want to get rid of this dill. We aren't going to cook it with this slimy dill now. Okay, so the French fries are wet. They're pickled. They smell like pickles. And we're going to put a single layer on a baking sheet. And a single layer on the air fryer so you can see the difference. We love French fries. And if you can bake them, all the better. Now notice, I have a silicone baking mat. You can use parchment paper or the air fryer. I'm not using any oil. They're just wet from the brine that we soaked them in overnight. You just want to give them a little room so they cook evenly. And you want to try to get, see these tiny little pieces? You want to try to get rid of those because they're just going to burn. So you want like whole French fries, and some of these, you know, the way you cut them, they just sometimes have little tiny pieces that we want to get rid of. I didn't see before. Okay, and then what we're going to do, you don't want them touching each other. Okay, now if you have the air fryer kind that's round, you're going to have to cook in batches. And then what I suggest doing is getting a baking sheet ready. And what you do is you put the cooked French fries on there and just keep them heated in the oven at like 300 degrees while you cook the other batch. Now, I have garlic salt. You can put any seasonings on these that you want. I like garlic salt. And you're just going to lightly, if you can't have salt, just use garlic powder. And dill. You don't want to use fresh dill because it will burn. So you want to use the dried dill. And of course we want dill on these because they're pickled. And you're going to just generously season. Same thing on these. And then we're going to pop these in the air fryer for 15 minutes. You're going to pop these in the oven for 30 minutes. And we'll come back when they're cooked. Here are the air fryer ones. Look at nice and crispy. And they're so good. They taste just like pickled French fries from the same restaurant. All right, we are waiting on the ones from the oven. And then I'll show you what those look like, and then we'll serve them up. The pickled French fries are out of the oven. As you can see, they look the same. And as you notice, while we were waiting, we liked them so much we ate the whole pan. What we're going to do is you're just going to pop them on a plate. Now, I just served them with ketchup today. I like ranch, vegan ranch, because of the dill combination. Ouch. But we're just using ketchup today. You can use any dipping sauce that you like. I like all dipping sauces, which all of you know. I like that basil one that I make with the lemon too. That's on my blog as well. And just gonna plate those up. You can also, like I said yesterday, you can make steak fries too and make them thicker. Obviously, they take longer to cook because they're thicker. But that's it. And there you go. 2 plates of fries.